All right, so we're going to talk about a very undervalued book. It's DC Comics Presents number 26. Magnificent cover by Jim Starlin. Starlin actually had this book, DC Comics Presents, in the early 80s. And Marv Wolfman put a 16-page preview here. It was Wolfman and George Perez of the new Teen Titans, a new team that he created. Wolfman has created so many characters. I mean, the guy is like a Stan Lee-ish type writer. Obviously, Deathstroke is probably, in my opinion, it's my favorite creation from him. But he also created Anti-Monitor, the Black Cat, Blade, another great character, Bullseye, Tim Drake, the Fearsome Five, Dr. Light, Jericho, Richard Rider Nova. Not many people probably know that. Omega Men, the Sphinx, another character not many people probably know. And Terrax, Galactus's Herald. The new Teen Titans is just another group that he came up with. He had so many other characters though. This is the first appearance of Raven, Cyborg, and Starfire. And this book is a very hard book to get in a 9.8. I've had this book and sent it to CGC, probably around 10 copies to CGC in my lifetime. None of them have ever come back a 9.8. I've owned 9.0s to 9.6s and never a 9.8 that came back from me sending them out. Of course, I've never sent them out to get I've never pressed them. I didn't really start pressing books until late last year. I had gotten out of comics for a while. That's why I came back last year, and then I started sending a lot of my slab books in to get pressed. I might do the same with this one and see if I can get a 9.8 from it, and maybe some of the other ones that I have downstairs. Circulation on this book is 132,411 copies. This is straight out of the standard catalog of comic books. That's actually a pretty consistent and a pretty accurate number. All right, this is from 1980. This is when they weren't having issues with circulation. Those issues started in around 1986, and they went on through the 1990s, and it was rampant in the 1990s all the way up to 1997, and then the numbers stabilized after that. Comicron is a really good, accurate, if you're looking for circulation numbers for anywhere into the 2000s and above, Comicron is the most accurate source for that. All right, but as far as CGC population as of right now for this book, there are 468 9.8s, over 600 9.6s, altogether 3,107 issues have been graded by CGC. Obviously, some of those numbers are probably going to be inaccurate because people do, including myself, break slabs and send them back in. But out of 132,000, copies, that's pretty conservative. And that number in the 9.8, it's around 15% of the total number graded. So it's pretty low actually for 1980 standards. This is gonna be a pretty hard book to get in a 9.8 or in a high grade and a higher grade because of the color of the book. That light bluish around the spine is it's kind of rough, plus the white background here too in the back. It's kind of rough too because you can see you see that right there. So you could see that it stands out. That's probably why this book is a 9.6. But maybe I can get that pressed out and make this baby a 9.8. I'm hoping, you know. But I do believe that the new Teen Titans, this book, has the potential of being the next giant size X-Men. I wouldn't count on Young Avengers doing that, as many people I've heard on YouTube talk about, like the Young Avengers are going to be the next giant size X-Men. I don't see that. I see the Young Avengers as like copycats of the Avengers, where the new Teen Titans, they have so much history on them and great stories, especially by Marv, you know. But only time will tell. But this is something that I'm speculating. You know what? It's not even speculation at this point, though. They've had cartoon series. They also had they got the series going on right now in the DC universe, live action series, which is not the greatest. All right, I'm probably gonna get some hate from that, but aside from Morales, who plays Deathstroke, he was fantastic on it. I think the rest of the series was kind of lacking. I did, because I've never received a 9.8. I ended up buying one, but I bought a really great one. It was a signed one. It's a triple sign by three giants: Marv Wolfman, Starlin, and George Perez, and it is fantastic. I can't see any flaws with this, and I'm gonna give Sharp Comics, who I bought it from, I'm gonna give them a thumbs up on that, because he packaged this tremendous. Like he impact proofed it for me. But anyway, that's what we have, and thanks for watching.